Oh, goodness. Oh, here we are. Hello. Greetings, VOD Watcher. Thank you for clicking on me. It is good to see you. My name is Vorlex. Some time ago, while ago, in an effort to live a more creative life, I decided to start streaming twice a week for an hour at a time. Now, of course, there have been days when I've been unable to meet that goal, meet that schedule, for various reasons. For example, last summer, I also did not stream at all last summer. I want to change that for this summer. I've been considering what I want to do with my stream as the school year ends, as I am indeed a teacher, because last year I did not stream at all over the summer, and I would like to not do that again. I've been having a good enough time with streaming that I want to do it over the summer this year. Hi, Coco. Welcome back. Good to see you. How have you been? But that is in the future some. We have some weeks before my school year ends and I get a summer off. Mostly off. I do have some work-related goals over the summer that I'm excited for, but that shouldn't keep me from streaming. I'm glad to hear you've been good. And thanks for sharing. Today, I would like to jump back into what I've been streaming for 2 or 3 weeks at this point, and that is Soulframe. I have been having a very good time streaming this game. I think it's been valuable practice for me as a streamer, keeping my attention on multiple things at once, keeping my attention on the game, chat, and trying to keep my voice going, thinking of things to talk about. I'm sorry to hear that, Coco. Big, huge props from me for proposing those Pokemon to begin with. It is not easy to put your ideas out there, especially when putting your ideas out there is necessarily in a context where your ideas are getting judged. So, well done, indeed, coming up with those ideas and proposing them. I hope that does not discourage you from coming up with similar ideas in the future. Additionally, in this stream, you might hear my chair more than usual. It'll sound like this. My chair is not doing good. My chair, in fact, kinda sucks at the moment. So just heads up. I am particularly excited to stream Soulframe today because we got a surprise update yesterday. Now, this update is not a mainline update for Soulframe, and by mainline I mean the developers, Digital Extremes, aren't even calling this game alpha. They aren't even calling it pre or early access. It is a pre-alpha stage that the devs are calling Preludes. We are on Preludes 14 right now. Preludes 15 is much anticipated, and much of it has been teased. I suppose I should say I am eagerly awaiting Preludes 15. I shouldn't assume that it is much anticipated by other people. They are welcome to feel however they want about it. Coco, that's a big stretch. From Mount Chimney to all the way past to Norman. That's a lot. Unlocking a Mega Evolution as well. Congratulations on getting that far in your Mono Unova run, your Gen 5 run. Very cool. Any MVPs so far? Any Pokemon becoming a staple of your team? So we did not get Preludes 15 in Soulframe yesterday. We got Preludes something like 14.5. They added a couple new things, such as swimming. We can legally get to this island up here now, which as you can see on my map, I have finally done. This was technically accessible through a non-game-breaking exploit that had you, I think it was somewhere on the northeast coast. There was a place where you could walk into the ocean and walk along the ocean floor to get to this island. I did not do that, not that there's anything wrong with it. But since they added swimming, we can now get there legally without using that exploit. This island has nothing on it. There is this fast travel world tree, and that is it. I have seen nothing spawn, no collectibles, no enemies, and no faction tales. It's just there, which is funny. Something that I'm hoping very much to see in-game during this stream is some random encounters that they've added to the world. Apparently you can now meet some of the omen beasts that are related to the various quests in the main quests in the game. The main quests, which the game calls fables. Oh, let's fight this boss here. This will be interesting, because this guy just might drop us something else that was added in 14.5. I shouldn't have gotten that berry. Oof. That's awesome. Excuse me. That should be my rune keybind. Did it reset my keybind? That was kind of messy. Did it reset my rune keybind? It did. How strange. Oh well. There we go. I understand that, Coco. Swapping your team around is completely understandable. I've done that quite a lot myself. Obviously, you saw me streaming it. You saw me streaming Pokemon Elite Redux. So yeah, team changes make total sense and are even necessary sometimes. Shout out Basculin though, very cool. One-shot much of her team, even in the sun. Let's go, Basculin. I must admit, I have no experience using Basculin myself, but I'll keep that in mind. Something you saw me pick up from that fight is this thing. Orst 3. This is our first two-handed mace. And it is also how the developers are previewing here we go. Are previewing this tempers, what you see in the bottom left, this tempers system, where the Orst 3, unlike the other weapons in the game so far, is not crafted, it is dropped. You can pick it up and use it as soon as it is dropped. Or at least you can use it as soon as you pick it up. tempers are randomly rolled buffs on the weapon. Now, I'm hoping this may or may not have been teased, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that we will wind up with a system where we can take tempers off of another item and put them onto one that we would rather use. Not that the Orst 3 isn't worth using. I've seen gameplay with it and it looks incredible. But this does mean that we won't be able to farm the Orst 3 and be done. We will have to farm several Orst 3s and get, in order to get the highest craft work. You see the craft work there is military. The highest craft work and the best tempers. I do not know whether you can get all tempers on the same weapon, but I hope that's possible. I hope that is possible. Anti-shoutout? An anti-shoutout to Mega Embor. That's tragic, considering I used Mega Embor a lot in Pokemon Legends ZA. But, of course, that is a very different game to Elite Redux. What did you wind up swapping out Mega Embor for? Ooh, let's get that sap. Today you see me using the Pact Duello. This is my right arm. It is the newest pact added to the game, as well as leveling the Espadarte, one of our new rapiers. Zoroark makes sense to counter Mega Bayonet, absolutely. Makes total sense. Let's use our 2, our 3, and then our 1. Oh, we love it. I must admit, I typically don't go for rapiers. Rapiers tend to be some of my least favorite variant of sword. But the rapier moveset in this game feels so good. It's very responsive, it feels quick, the animations are great, the unique block right here. This looks incredible. I'm feeling really good about rapiers in this game, which is unique for me. I typically don't. Did you need both Zoroark and a Hydreigon to handle the Mega Bayonet? Or did Zoroark handle it on its own? Pardon me, sir. Are these guys what our current objective is? Yes. Take care of these rotted sprout folk. Ah! I've been poisoned. I have never seen this poison matter. Like, I'm pretty sure it technically deals damage, but I've never seen it matter. I have heard that the random encounters that I'm hoping to see happen more frequently when you're traveling on these roads, which I suppose doing a faction tale that'll take me into one of the dungeons was not a good way to showcase the random encounters. But, hey, live and learn, I suppose. Ooh, I didn't mean to parry that guy. That was an accident. There's another Orst. You see what I mean? These two-handed maces are dropping like crazy. They do seem to fill in at the end. This one is the new one for me. Increased throw speed. That does not matter for me in the slightest. If there's an increased attack speed one, I will like that a lot. Increased smite chance, increased attack speed. Something like that. I mean, obviously the goal would be to have all of the tempers for the best weapon. But if for some reason or another we can't have all of the tempers on the same weapon, we will have to pick and choose, and I will probably prioritize attack speed and smite chance. Oh wow. Is that Mega Bayonet getting a double Omni Boost and Substitute? Is that due to any abilities that the Bayonet has? Or is that some kind of setup that another Pokemon does for the Mega Bayonet? Okay. This is a pretty low-level Glades, so it should not be long. It should not be a big dungeon. I do not have confirmation of this. Oh, it's one of Norman's gym skills. I understand. That makes sense for why I was unfamiliar with that. Because I have never played with the gym skills. Props to you for that, by the way. I think I've said that before, but I meant it then, and I meant it so much that I'm saying it again. I do not have confirmation of this, and I might be committing some sort of confirmation bias here. But it is my experience that lower level dungeons tend to be shorter, and higher level dungeons tend to be longer, have more rooms, take longer to clear. These things don't seem to be jumping out to grab you anymore. What a dramatic horn. What was that about? Another piece of UI that you see in this update is in the far bottom right, underneath my little bouncing avatar here. You see two bars underneath my my Arcanics, my Pact abilities. The top bar is for your Pact experience. It is full and not moving, which means my Pact is already fully leveled. My Duello is maxed out. The bottom, you just saw it seemingly decrease a lot, and you saw my Espadarte rank up. That's because the bottom bar is for your equipped weapon, and my experience with it did not decrease. It increased enough to the next level. I'm surprised I was able to parry that Sproutfolk. I tend to have a hard time parrying those guys. You'll notice the experience for the equipped weapon, that is the bar underneath the Arcanics, changes when you swap your weapons. It's because my secondary, my wrist casters here, are already maxed. Let's see what's hidden behind here. Just a dude? Just a mockery? and a chest. Neat. These chests are even more important to open now, because they are not just resources anymore. They can now carry runes, which are particularly important. Getting just one is awesome, but getting more, I think I've described this before, gives you more harmony, because you can sell those runes, or release those runes. I'm looking for a banneret. Where is...
5 commons each. Next kill takes the lot.
Well, he's close. Where are we at? I'll take that. Is he down here? Well, we'll find him. Or more likely, he'll find us. That guy attempted to grab me. Back to root. We got a twice blessed joinery, very cool. And another rank on the Espadarte. And that's it for the Tier 3 Sparrow's Tail. Looks like we managed to open the chest just in time for the Sparrow's Tail animation. So the chest opened during that animation. That was I haven't seen that before. That was funny. What do you mean by unlocked in rapid succession, Coco? With the Sandstern ruins, the ruins come before Norman. Yes, I'm a bit confused. Can you clarify? Let's not go into the glades this time, because I want to... I really do want to find some of those overworld random encounters. Did we just not get anything for doing that? Okay. Let's take these weapons. Always looking for more scrap metals. That was a funny animation. Yes, I'm familiar with that. Ooh. This looks like one of those new encounters. You can pick up a scroll. Is this going to lead me to a banneret? Yes, it will. Nifty. Yes, I am familiar with the desert in Pokemon Elite Redux getting reworked. I have experienced that. My understanding, though, is that it comes between Flannery and Norman. And part of it is a stealth sequence where you're sneaking through, or you're sneaking past Team Magma. And I indeed remembered the back door into Mirage Tower from Route 114 because of what you helped guide me through in the run that I streamed. I am currently doing a mono steel run, my very first monotype run of Elite Redux. I'm currently doing a mono steel run on my phone. Where is this banneret that's allegedly around here? That's relevant because I was looking for Mega Crocodile, because I recalled one of its abilities adds Steel type. Oh, I understand now. You can't get... You do the desert sequence before Norman, but you can't get to the Mirage Tower until after, because you need surf. I understand now. Thank you very much for clarifying. Is this banneret in the Undercity? If so, then I'll have to come back. I'll come back after this Fable. Fable? This faction tale. Where's the fifth? Ooh. Duello's one, the flintlock pistol that you see me using sometimes, is... oh, it feels so good to use. That is just beautifully satisfying. I hope that they keep any guns in packed abilities, in the Arcanics. We still can't, even though there is this flintlock pistol, you can't equip the gun. It's not a thing that you can just carry around. You temporarily summon it by using the first ability. I think that is a great implementation of firearms in a game like this, and I hope they keep it that way. That makes sense, Coco. Absolutely. Okay, let's go back down and fight this other banneret. It's looking like it's in the Durmak Undercity, so we'll have to go in there briefly. I didn't think this was an entrance to the Undercity. I've came out of the Undercity in this well before, but I'm not sure I've ever gone in. What's up, Avocot? This guy is typically here, though. Avocot is typically in this well. You can find his store here. You just saw me get some river pearls because I have a hard time finding those. But really, I've also gotten scrap metals from him when needed. Oh, come on. So is there going to be a banneret in here or something? Give me a sec. I'm fiddling with my Twitch and my OBS. Okay. This should do. Did you go back and get Alamomola? I mean, in a challenge run, I imagine it is beneficial to have as many Pokemon as possible that fit within the challenge. Do you think Alamomola would have helped you with any battles or with any sequences in the game? Would it have, in particular, been helpful against Flannery? Although you said Basculin did a lot against Flannery. How good or how strong is Alamomola?
5 commons each.
Oh.
Next kill takes the lead.
Well, hello, Banneret. What's this then? A virtue lith. Okay. That's another thing. That's another thing to talk about. Just stopping to pick a mushroom while my life is in danger. Not that it's in danger anymore. Oh, cool. Okay. A sleeping sprite. Okay, where's the light gonna come from then? You might recall from previous streams, these guys open doors that are nearby, and in order to activate them, you have to guide a beam of light to hit the sleeping sprite statue. Oh. Very straightforward. Lovely. Alamomola particularly useful for giving massive wishes. Awesome. Oh, what a good room. And we get a Hurlwind. Excellent. Well, I reckon that was the banneret we came down here for. So let's go ahead and find the exit to this place. And we got his Orst, of course. Of course. Where am I even going? What? Pardon me. What was the point of that? Huh? Why? Why for this room? Oh. Maybe if I actually knew how to follow my bird. Oh. Hello. Hmm. Oh, hey. That makes sense too. I didn't know. I suppose I could have guessed it. Because it does make sense that Baton Pass would be able to pass on Aqua Ring. And it does then follow that the ability that automatically sets up... Oh, that just grazed his ear. Are you kidding me? Anyway, it does make sense that the ability that automatically sets up Aqua Ring would therefore pass on that Aqua Ring via Baton Pass. That's so cool. So the strategy is bring in Alamamola, use Wish, tank a hit, then use Baton Pass to to swap out into a Pokemon to get the Wish, but then you're also giving that other Pokemon Aqua Ring. Very lucrative Durmac Undercity run. We got a couple runes, random Banneret fight. Cool stuff. I am still... Oh, ran right by this chest. I am still hoping to see more of these random encounters. Maybe I should just pick a road and run on it. See what happens. Let's do that. Just pick a road and run. And see what happens to us. Enjoy the scenery. Oh, I can only begin to guess. Your lead is the Pokemon that was voted the most unpopular ever. You're running Mono Unova, so this is a Gen 5. I must admit I'm not certain what this Pokemon is. I do not remember this vote happening. But if I were to guess, Gen 5 most unpopular. Heatmore. Shout out to anyone out there who likes Heatmore. Simisear. Ah. I should have guessed it was one of the monkeys. What makes you want Simisear as your lead? That was awesome. Lots of dudes. I think my biggest gripe with Preludes 14. Maybe this was around earlier, but I've only noticed it in the current Preludes. The automatic lock-on is kind of finicky. It feels more finicky than it has in the past. Maybe it's actually more finicky, maybe it's not, but that is absolutely my experience. It's made melee feel a little weirder. Now, I say it's made melee feel a little weirder. But at least right now, melee is eating good. At the start of stream, you heard me wonder whether the game had reset my rune keybind. In the recent surprise update from yesterday, they added a dedicated rune keybind, such that now you can activate your rune by either doing Spirit Vision / Soul Mode, whatever you want to call it, and while holding that key, heavy attacking. You see my rune activate right there. Or you can bypass that key combination by doing your rune keybind, which I have set to E. Normally kick is on E, but I never use kick anyway, so I moved it to Z. Excuse me, balloon. I've never seen those float away. Is that new too? Man, these rapiers feel good. Simisear, I love that purpose for Simisear. Its whole goal is to be as annoying as possible and then die. That is hysterical. Especially for the voted most unpopular Pokemon. And the rune keybind feels incredible on Melee. I am loving it. I must admit, I haven't tried it on Magic yet. Maybe I should. But I did briefly try the rune keybind with a bow yesterday. And tragically, I don't actually feel like it's any better than the alternative. The alternative of holding Spirit Vision and aiming your bow. I think what I would like to see... Let's dodge this cannon. No thank you. No thank you. What I would really like to see from a bow rune keybind is to press the button, press the rune keybind. It activates the rune, which goes off on your next shot. The button, the rune keybind, does not fire the bow. It loads an arrow that is imbued with the rune active. Then you can shoot the bow normally. That's what I would love to see, personally. I admit, a bow is my least played weapon. I do not enjoy it. It's a good time. Magic is my favorite playstyle, Melee my second. I'm a sucker for a spell sword, I gotta admit. Bow is fun, absolutely. it just doesn't compare to my enjoyment of the other weapon types. 100% Coco. Like, that sounds incredible. That sounds like a great use of Simisear. Burning or sleeping, and then lowering their offenses further? Absolutely. Stupendous. And lowering their offenses via Parting Shot. I'm not even on a road anymore. Lowering their offenses via Parting Shot also means Simisear stays alive to cripple another Pokemon. Eviolite Maractus is a great idea too, by the way. Those guys I find hard to parry. It's tough. Oh, I said I wanted to... Yeah, let's actually go down here. Let's try to fish for a smite somewhere. See how the rune keybind feels with magic. This gate is new. Ah. There it is. But that didn't give me a rune because the dude was already dead. Oh, there's one. Ding dong. Yeah, that feels good. I like that. I think... Well, hold on. Can I right-click? Yes, I can. You can free aim that as well. Very cool. I like that a lot. I think melee, with melee, the rune keybind feels the best. Then magic. I can't say the rune keybind feels good for me using a bow. I think the rune keybind is a great addition. Lovely change, very much needed. I appreciate it. I don't think it actually feels any better for the bow. Let's find a road again. Unfortunately, there aren't many roads around this part of the map. Oh, hello. Absolutely disgusting. Oh my goodness. Cotton Guard and Quiver Dance. Oh, Quiver Dance. I didn't know Maractus got Quiver Dance. Oh, come on. Or Cotton Guard, for that matter. Maractus, like, cactus don't have cotton. I didn't know it got Cotton Guard. Still, that combo plus Eviolite sounds like it makes for an extremely bulky Pokemon. Especially with self-healing like Giga Drain and Soil Drain. Running around, looking for random encounters. Hopefully, with some of the omen beasts from fables in the game. Although I suppose depending on you, dear viewer, depending on whether you're familiar with Soulframe or not, that may or may not be a spoiler. Heads up, and I apologize if so. Well, no, Coco, I imagine it isn't, but it's still a great combo. It's a great combo, and I'm glad you're using it. This last guy should get us a rank. Yes. Zoop. I do like how Digital Extremes is letting us express our skill and our increasing power by increasing the size of these ode patrols. Letting us fight more dudes at once feels really good as an expression of experience with the game. Oh, we get a free uncommon bunny. Oh yeah. Oh, good scritches. Precious. Adorable. So how is that Eviolite Maractus treating you? Is it having the effect you were hoping it would? If you get it, haven't used it yet, that's okay. I'm still glad that you're sharing it with me. And once you do use it, I'm excited to hear how it feels. These patrols are also a prime chance to show off the flintlock. How the flintlock pistol, almost said plistle. The flintlock pistol here penetrates enemies. So when the patrol is lined up so neatly for us, we can just take it. Oh, I wonder if the mic picked that up. There's a storm incoming. There's thunder outside. Very exciting. I do love evening storms. I like storms anyway, thunderstorms anyway, but in the evening it's particularly good. I wouldn't have ever imagined bringing Vanilux to Flannery. That is inspired. Freeze Dry is a great counter for Walking Wake, though. I hadn't considered that. That's brilliant. My struggle, as much as I enjoy using Duello. Oh, a random Banneret. Oh, not just a Banneret, it's Selvins. What are you doing up here, big man? As much as I enjoy using Duello, oh, it's thrice blessed. Amazing. And its flintlock ability. I must admit, You've probably seen it several times in this stream or in this VOD, depending on what you're watching. My aim tends to do this. I tend to have a pretty jerky mouse hand, especially when I'm about to fire a weapon. The more careful my aim has to be, the more likely it is that I'm going to flick my wrist at the very end right before clicking, and thereby miss my target. It's still fun, though. Very fun to use. Oh, very cool, yeah. I hope very much that you can make Archeops work. It is one of my favorite fossils. And maybe, I admit I haven't looked at its other abilities in Elite Redux, but the Defeatist ability basically guaranteed that I don't use it. I am ignorant of its other abilities in Elite Redux, so maybe it has more going for it. I hope you can make it work. Lots of dudes on the roads, which is great for experience. Rockhead and Fossilized. Okay. So, Double Edge, for example. Double Edge would be rock type and cause no recoil. That's a nifty use case. Opportunist, Predator, and Reckless. I agree with Reckless. I absolutely agree with Reckless being the choice there. If it already has Rockhead as another, as an innate, I agree. Absolutely, I would also pick Reckless. Ooh, cool. Dragon Rush is an interesting inclusion there. I like that. Oh, poor dude's dog got in his way. I timed that poorly. Oh. Minutes after I complained about my jerky mouse hand, when I'm supposed to be aiming carefully, and then I get that guy. Oh. That was crispy. So far, I can't tell which of these patrols are due to the new random overworld encounters, and which ones would have just been here anyway. But this has been excellent experience for the Espadarte. I really would have liked to see an Omen Beast on stream. But we're at 59 minutes. Maybe we will see one tomorrow. Let's head into the Nightfold so we can wind down here. Let's sit on this water. Thank you very much for joining me today. Coco, it was really good to see you in chat. Thank you for telling me about your Mono Unova run. I'm glad that it's going so well and that you're making the progress that you are. I'm very excited to hear about your Eviolite Maractus, how that winds up treating you in battle. And the Archeops. I wonder how powerful that's going to wind up feeling with the synergy in its abilities. Let's head over to If you're watching this as a VOD, thank you very much for clicking on me and for sticking around for the full duration. It is... Oh. Wonder if the mic's picking up the thunder. Maybe I'll look for that when I listen to this audio again. My next scheduled stream will be tomorrow. That is Thursday, May 14th. Will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, just as it was today. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for joining me today. Have a good one, folks.